Let's dive into the future of van life by exploring the realm of electric campervans and RVs. We will cover key points such as the viability of electric solutions, the cost of electric RVs, the current and upcoming models, and alternative technologies that could reshape van life. We are Xavier and Caroline, and we toured Europe for 2 years in a motorhome, all while working and earning a living. During this trip, we gained experience and some tips to both discover countries but also earn enough money to protect ourselves from the future. So don't hesitate to subscribe to our YouTube channel, but also to our other networks where we provide free useful content on van life and digital nomadism. And now let's go back to our content. To start with, why is the issue of diesel engines central to van life? Diesel engines have long been favored for their power and durability, essential for the demanding nature of van life. However, the environmental impact is significant. Diesel engines emit considerable pollutants, such as fine particles and nitrogen oxides, contributing to air pollution, public health issues, and climate change. In response, many regions, including the European Union, are tightening CO2 emission standards and planning to halt the sale of new diesel vehicles by 2035. This growing regulatory pressure is forcing van manufacturers and users to seek alternative solutions. Given these developments, let's consider whether an electric solution is viable for van life. On paper, electric vehicles present an appealing alternative. They offer notable reductions in pollutant emissions, lower maintenance costs, and a quieter motor that enhances the driving experience. Imagine driving while hearing the birds sing. Doesn't that sound blissful? Furthermore, the increasing availability of renewable energy sources means that electric vehicles can potentially operate on clean, sustainable power, reducing their overall carbon footprint. However, practical reality introduces a few nuances. Electric vehicles still face significant hurdles, especially for a nomadic lifestyle. The main challenges are related to range and charging time. The variety of electric vehicle ranges is significant, from less than 100 kilometers, 62 miles, to over 300 kilometers, 186 miles, depending on the model and configuration. While compact vans might reach or surpass 300 kilometers on a single charge, larger electric campervans typically don't exceed 150 kilometers, 93 miles. Charging times have improved but can still be long, particularly when relying on standard charging stations. This can be problematic during long explorations far from dedicated infrastructure. Moreover, access to charging stations can be inconsistent, particularly in remote areas where van lifers often venture. Unlike urban environments where charging points are becoming more common, rural and wilderness areas may lack the necessary infrastructure, leading to potential range anxiety. Additionally, the efficiency of charging can be affected by environmental factors such as temperature, which can impact battery performance and, consequently, the vehicle's range. So why are electric campervans so rare? The limited range and weight challenges of electric vehicles play a significant role. The batteries required for these vehicles add substantial weight, directly impacting their load capacity and effective range. For a standard vehicle, a full charge can offer between 150 and 300 kilometers, but this measure often applies to an empty vehicle. Once loaded with equipment for nomadic life, the actual range drops drastically, posing a real problem for long trips or off-the-beaten-path adventures. Additionally, the weight of the batteries significantly increases the gross vehicle weight rating, GVWR, of the vehicle. This presents performance challenges and legal issues, as exceeding the standard GVWR may require a special license to drive legally in Europe. While recent regulations attempt to accommodate electric vehicles by raising GVWR limits, these adjustments are still insufficient to fully meet users' needs. Consequently, manufacturers face the challenge of balancing battery capacity, vehicle weight, and legal restrictions, which complicates the design and production of electric campervans. Now let's address the cost of electric RVs. Currently, an electric RV is quite expensive, significantly more than traditional models. Prices for basic models start around $200,000, approximately $223,000, or $171,000, reflecting the high cost of advanced electric technologies and large capacity batteries. In contrast, traditional combustion engine models often start at $50,000, approximately $56,000 or $43,000. This considerable gap in initial cost is due to investments in research and development and the materials used for sophisticated batteries and electrical systems. Despite the high purchase cost, long-term savings on fuel and maintenance could partially offset the initial investment. However, the upfront expense remains a significant barrier for many potential buyers. Moreover, the resale value of electric vehicles is currently uncertain, which can further deter potential buyers. As technology rapidly evolves, There is a concern that today's electric vehicles may quickly become outdated, impacting their long-term value. Additionally, the cost of replacing batteries, which may be necessary after several years of use, adds another layer of financial consideration. These factors contribute to the overall hesitance in adopting electric campervans, despite their environmental benefits. So, what electric campervans are available or coming soon? Several models are either already available or set to hit the market soon. Among them, the VW Buzz evokes the classic combi, with a modern touch and promising range. The Mercedes EQV stands out as a luxurious option with an impressive range of nearly 350 kilometers, 217 miles per charge. The Ford e-Transit offers a variety of configurations with a solid range and a payload capacity suitable for professional needs. When it comes to electric RVs, options are still limited, but evolving. The Iridium model, available for a few years now, boasts a range of 400 kilometers, 248 miles, a significant feat for a vehicle of its size. Brands like Winnebago are also exploring electric prototypes, though their commercialization has not yet been announced. The upcoming models reflect a growing interest and investment in electric campervans, indicating a positive trend towards more sustainable travel options. Manufacturers are increasingly focusing on enhancing battery technology, improving range, and reducing costs. Collaborative efforts with governments and private companies to expand charging infrastructure are also critical to supporting the adoption of electric campervans. These developments suggest that the future holds more practical and affordable options for electric van life enthusiasts. Exploring technical alternatives, or even a different mode of van life with electric vehicles, can be exciting. Sure, electric vehicles often have a limited range, usually around 300 kilometers, 186 miles, but this can be seen as an opportunity to rediscover slow travel. By opting for a fully electric engine, you can embrace a slower, more immersive travel style, promoting in-depth exploration of each destination. This approach encourages a deeper connection with the environment and local communities, aligning with the sustainable ethos of van life. There are also alternative technologies to consider. Hybrids, for instance, combine an electric motor with a conventional engine, offering greater flexibility and better range. Electric retrofit involves converting a combustion engine vehicle to electric, reducing emissions without producing a new vehicle. Hydrogen technology, still in the early stages for vans, promises near-zero emissions and quick refueling, though the refueling infrastructure is limited. Hybrid vehicles, with their dual power sources, provide a practical bridge between traditional combustion engines and fully electric models. They offer extended range and reduced emissions, making them a viable option for those who want to transition to more sustainable travel without the limitations of current electric vehicle technology. Similarly, electric retrofit allows for the reuse of existing vehicles, promoting a circular economy and reducing the environmental impact of manufacturing new units. Hydrogen fuel cell technology, although in its infancy, holds promise for the future of van life, offering the benefits of electric propulsion with the convenience of quick refueling and longer range. In conclusion, while the technology for electric van life is advancing rapidly, it currently supports smaller, less equipped motorhomes with limited range. However, isn't this how thermal van life started? Perhaps we are returning to the origins of this adventure, adopting solutions that are more environmentally friendly. The future of van life may indeed be electric, promoting a slower, more conscious way of exploring the world. The transition to electric campervans represents a significant shift towards sustainability, reflecting broader societal changes in response to environmental challenges. If you'd like to know more about van life and its ecological side, we've made a video on the subject so you can watch it, but also subscribe to our channel, activate notifications and leave us a comment. See you soon and enjoy your trip.